the top 3 most nutrient-dense recipes I've analyzed so far. Coming in at number 3.
If you're anything like me, then this time of year, you're wanting your dinners to be simple and healthy. And that's exactly why I started my Easy Eat series. It's all about easy and nourishing weeknight dinners that can be made in 30 minutes in one skillet or on a sheet pan like this Greek chicken and potatoes sheet pan dinner.
I did a full nutritional analysis of this sheet pan dinner, and I'm impressed.
This dinner, we're throwing all types of veggies on the sheet pan, some potatoes and some chicken breast and chicken thighs. Then I'm making a super flavor-packed Greek marinade that I'm gonna pour all over top before I toss and put in the oven. Once it's done baking, you can garnish with your favorite toppings. I chose tzatziki, feta crumbles, some parsley, and fresh tomatoes. Then just scoop it up and serve. You can find the whole recipe below.
And including the garnishes, per serving, you are getting 48 grams of protein and 9 grams of fiber, 256% of the daily value of vitamin C, 175% of the daily value of vitamin B6, and 125% of the daily value of vitamin B3. Nearly the daily value for iron, just about 3/4 for vitamin A and vitamin B5, 58% of the daily value of potassium, about half the daily value for vitamin B2 and copper, 40% daily value for magnesium, and at least 20% daily value for vitamin B1, calcium, and zinc. It's an impressive amount of nutrition for 570 calories per serving, which is why when you crunch the numbers and calculate nutrient density, you end up with a Nutrivore score for this sheet pan dinner of 391. To put that number into perspective, any food with a Nutrivore score over about 150 is contributing more nutrients than calories to our overall diet. And this meal is scoring well over double that threshold, closing in on triple. Coming in at number 2.
My grandma is 82 and thriving, and this is her longevity soup.
I did a full nutritional analysis on this longevity soup, and I can see why you call it that. Wait till you see the potassium content.
You saute the onions for about a minute or so. Celery, and now the carrots.
Then she makes sure to season with salt, some pepper, adds in some fresh garlic and some veggies.
The zucchini, green beans.
Add in crushed tomatoes, your broth of choice, and let that all come to a simmer.
Beans are the key to longevity. They really are.
This is true. This large 2017 meta-analysis showed that increasing bean intake up to a little over a half cup per day decreased all-cause mortality by 16%. We can very roughly translate a 10% decrease in all-cause mortality to an extra year of health span and lifespan.
Then she will add in some pasta just to make it a little more hearty, and some dried basil and oregano, a little bit more salt and pepper, and then that's it.
Parmesan cheese. Comforting, filling,
And delicious.
yummy.
And so nutrient dense. Assuming this makes 4 servings, each serving gives you 34 grams of protein and 24 grams of fiber. Over double the daily value of vitamin A, over 100% daily value of iron, 3/4 of your daily value for vitamin B1 and vitamin B6, and 72% daily value for potassium. I think this is the highest potassium meal out of any of the recipes I've analyzed yet. You're also getting over half the daily value from vitamin B2, vitamin C, copper, and magnesium, and over 40% daily value for vitamin B3 and zinc. It's a huge amount of nutrition for 636 calories, which is why when you crunch the numbers and calculate nutrient density, you end up with a Nutrivore score for this longevity soup of 484. To put that into perspective, any food that has a Nutrivore score over about 150 is contributing more nutrients than calories to our overall diet. And this recipe is 3 times that threshold. If you used whole wheat pasta, or even better, a legume-based pasta noodle, it would be even higher. And the single most nutrient-dense recipe I've analyzed so far?
Soup season means it's also dal season, and I realize I've shown you how to make my garlic spinach dal, but only in an Instant Pot. But if we make a slight adjustment of just using one type of lentil instead of multiple, it's just as quick to make without pressure cooking.
I did a full nutritional analysis on this garlic spinach dal with tadka, and wow!
So that's why today we're choosing red lentil or masoor dal, because it actually comes from this entire brown lentil after it's been split in half and has its husk removed, which is why it breaks down really quickly without needing to soak or pressure cook.
That's true, and there's almost no nutritional difference between red lentils and green lentils. They're both amazing, and either way, you are getting 4.2 grams of fiber per half cup cooked.
Once you wash the lentils, add around double the amount of water and throw in ginger, tomatoes, green chilies, turmeric, coriander, and salt. Bring it all to a boil and simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes, just until the lentils have softened. Then you can go grab that bag of wilted spinach that I know you have in the back of your fridge and roughly chop it before mixing it in. And now all that's left is the tadka or tempered spices, so grab a small pan and heat up some ghee and add cumin seeds and chopped garlic. Now this may look like a lot of garlic, and that's because it is. It's almost a whole head, but who are you kissing? Once the garlic has some color, add some red chili powder and sizzle it all on top of the dal. Lemon juice comes at the very end, and that's it.
This dish makes 4 servings, and per serving you are getting 27 grams of protein, 15 grams of fiber, over 100% daily value for vitamin A and iron, over 80% daily value for both copper and vitamin C, 63% daily value of vitamin B6, and over 40% daily value for vitamin B1, zinc, and potassium, which is crazy because an extra large banana only has 11% daily value of potassium. That's a super impressive amount of nutrition for 580 calories per serving. And why, when you crunch the numbers and calculate nutrient density, meaning total nutrients per calorie, you end up with a Nutrivore score for this dal of 537. To put that number into perspective, any food with a Nutrivore score over about 150 is contributing more nutrients than calories to our overall diet. And this meal is nearly 4 times that threshold. I'd be hard-pressed to come up with something more nutrient dense. If you found this interesting, drop me a follow, like, and comment. And you'd probably also really enjoy my free newsletter over on Substack. And if you'd like to support my work, come join my Patreon, which gets tons of exclusive resources, including a monthly ebook and a weekly podcast.